Alright. The old Tahoe kind of gave me a little fit. Was giving me a 1345 error code, which is usually either the crank position sensor or the cam position sensor. Ordered a new crank position sensor. Luckily it was only like 35 bucks. Doggone mosquitoes are out already. Didn't do the trick. Put a brand new one in, made sure all the area around where it goes in was cleaned out. I didn't get it. So the only other option is the cam position sensor, which is on that right there. And I'll show you on the old one. That's the new one. I haven't got it all the way in yet. This is the one that was in there. There is supposedly, there's your cam position sensor right there. If I'm thinking right. I may be completely wrong with that. I have been before, I probably will be again. Ah, there's where my screw went. Nope, plastic. Anyway, when I pulled this off, see how there's a screw missing right there? That allowed this rotor button to slip around on here and possibly not make several of the connections as it's spinning. Truck would run at 1200 RPMs. Below that, nothing. And there's still, that's got to be that screw. That's exactly what that was. Little screw right there. That's supposed to be right there. Not good. Anyway, these distributors are billet aluminum, so anyway, I ordered up another one just like this, only this one came with a better clamp for to hold it down into the block. I'm hoping this is the only issue. Now I set that one down in there. Right there is how it actually looks in the back of the motor. Got this pointing off towards the driver's seat, and the rotor button conductor there is pointed at the number 1 cylinder when it's all the way down in seated in the motor. I just lost my screw again. Doggone it. It didn't hold anyway, so it can't be much count. But anyhow, that's how I got that one seated, and I'll show you here in a second. It's already tightened down. All I got to do is finish putting the cap on, plug all the wires up, and crank this sucker up. Hopefully that's all that's wrong. Because if it's anything more, it's something serious and I'm in trouble. I don't have the money to rebuild this silly thing right now. I don't think it's going to be anything more serious because my neighbor came over and put his little magic whoop-de-doo tool on this thing and was able to advance the timing on it, and it actually ran right while the timing was advanced, And as soon as he let off of his little thing where he changed the timing, it shifted back and started running like crap again. So hopefully this is going to be it. This is the logic behind what I'm doing. I'm a tall sucker, but I'm not that doggone tall. You'll see rotor button's pointed at number 1. The electrical connector there is pointed toward the driver's seat, and it's locked in. It's bolted down. All I gotta do is bolt this cap back down on it and hook up the wires. And once I'm done hooking up the wires, I should be ready to rock and roll. We shall see. Alright, we got her all buttoned back up again. All the sensors, hoses, and everything are plugged in. And I'm still missing a 13mm stubby wrench. Let's see if this does the trick. Okay, get all my old parts off of here. Cap, rotor, distributor. Now for the moment of truth. Oh, listen to that. You would never know that 35 minutes ago this thing wouldn't even stay running. I wished I'd have recorded it because it was running like just hammered crap. Waiting for that light to go out to clear the code. Of course, it'll probably take a while. I've got a code reader in here to clear it. This thing hasn't been moved in, what, 2 weeks now? Partly because I wasn't exactly sure what the problem was. And partly because I get tired of it being driven everywhere. Nobody keeps fuel in it. Oh, thought that was out now. I got enough to work on. I still gotta look at her Suburban yet. Find out why the brakes are acting up on it. Still gotta replace the fuel pump in the Saturn. The Firebird I'm gonna sell. I had a guy by here a couple days ago looking at it. And I figure he'll buy it for what I'm wanting to sell it for, because it's what I've got in it, and it was a pretty fair deal. Of course, he'll have to hear it run first. Anyway, that little bit fixed it, and like I said, I pulled one out and put the other one right back in exactly in its place, and you'd never know this thing had a problem. I mean, it's running just as smooth as silk. Listen to it. No whining or complaining at all. I'm happy. Now I gotta bounce it around a little bit and try and get my wrench back. Because I just know it fell down behind the behind one of those heat guards. It didn't fall straight through, so see if that little jolt did it. Of course not. Dang it. Sounds like my exhaust's got a leak in it right there at the muffler. Okay. Anyway, it's running good. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.